Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. My name is Felix Blaze. Today I'm going to show you how you can create ID card. We are starting from beginners to advanced. So if you're advanced, you can learn along with us because we'll chip in some tricks which are for advanced. And if you're a beginner, then this is the right place. This is an episode 1 of ID card. We will work on it to bring more episodes. I want you to click on the subscribe button, like, and then comment. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is an ID card, example of ID card I downloaded from FreePix. So this is one of them. So I'm going to show you how we can create different kinds of ID cards. Without much ado, let's start. So for you to create ID card, you need to understand what the company needs. Okay, the company needs before you can bring on board your own ID cards. And ID cards card goes in two ways: the front, okay, and the back. So we are going to create both front and the back at the same time, okay, which is quite tedious work here. But if you the more you practice, the more you will be able to do this in easy way. So for you to do that, what you need to do is create a document. Get the document size right. Okay. So I'll go here and then create new. And then I will look for, I've already saved the dimension here. Okay. So I have the ID card. So the dimension here is in millimeters. I'll change it to pixels. Okay. And it is, the width is 638 and then the height is 969. Okay, so this is a dimension for ID card I'm using. Okay, you can google it and search for the dimension. Okay, but you can also use this. I think I did that on Google, so you can also check and confirm if my dimension is right. So you create this. Okay, so we are going to create two folders at this point. So the first folder will be the front page, and then the other folder will be back page. Okay, so what we will do is create new folders, at least two, and then call the group one front page, and then call the group two. So if you want to rename, you double click on the text to rename it if you don't know this. Okay, and then call this one back page. Okay, so you have this. Now from here we can hide the back page and then work on the front page. So in our front page we can create a new layer. Let's drag this into our front page. Open the front page. Okay, and then let's start our work. So the first thing we will do is, before you will come here, make sure you have organized everything that you will need for the design. So let me show you something. Everything here is organized. I've organized all my images, everything that I'm going to use for this design. Okay, so the first thing I will do here is I will create this rectangle. I'll go in for this rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to use this rectangle. Okay, and I'll bring it here small. Okay, then I'll go in for a geometric background. Okay, I downloaded this geometric background that you can find in the description of. So this is how it looks like. It is landscape. So I'm going to rotate it clockwise 90. Then I'll bring it here. Then I'll drag this down small. Something like this. Okay, enter. Then I'll bring this one here. Okay, so what you do is clip this one inside this. Then change the blend mode to Multiply is I don't like multiply. I want the geometry to pop up. Color blend is too much for me. Inner blend is cool. Then I will reduce the opacity to maybe 50. Okay, so we have this one done. Now what we are going to do next is to bring in the logo, okay, and then add the name of the logo. So I'll go in and bring my logo to any rectangle or triangle or ellipse for your logo for this. Okay, I didn't provide the logo, I provided the geometry and then the other stuff. Okay, so I'll place my logo here. Get it? Then what I'm going to do next is to add the text. Okay, we're going to add the name. So I will just go in for my text. Okay, I'm going for my text, and then I will type the name of the business. So the name of my business is Bliss Graphics. Okay, the size of the text is too big. So for you to do this, you go to the properties option here. If you can't see the properties, go to Windows and then look for properties. Here is it. Okay, then I will change the size from 37 to maybe something like 16. 16 too is too big for me, so something like 10. Okay, then I'll change the fonts from this to, you can use any font you like. Okay, so I'll just walk through my font and choose any of the font I like. So let's use Futura LT book. If I use some font here and you think it's nice, you want to use, so you can just look at the name and then download it online. Okay, font.com. I'll use this one. Okay, so this one is italic. I don't need this font. Let me change this one to universe out. Yeah, so I think this is cool for me. Then you see, I am not a color man, so always I want to use at least two colors for my work, two or three, maximum three for my design. So what I'm going to do now is I need to change the color of this text. Okay, I'll change it to match my logo. Okay, so I'll use this. I'll use the blue color for the blaze. Okay, then I'll use the green. You see the logo contains two, which looks like green. I'll go in and sample this green. Okay, this green for this. Okay, so let's do same for here. I think here did not change. Okay, everything is done now. So confirm that and then reposition. I think I need to reduce the size. Okay, so this is cool for me. So what I'm going to do next is to create a tagline. Okay, so a tagline is like any how do you call it, a slogan for your business. So I will just make a copy of this one. Okay, then I will write something for my tagline. Okay, so I write house of quality designs. House of quality designs. Then I will change the font as well. This font is too hard for me, so I'll go in for the this one. Okay, and then I'll reduce the size to 6. Okay, it's a tagline, so it shouldn't be too bold like that. Then I'll change the color to green. So house of quality design. So you are done with the first part. Let me zoom in so that you see whatever I'm doing here. Okay, it seems I've zoomed out. So this is cool for me. So house of quality designs. We are done with that section. So the next thing to do is to create a ellipse to accommodate your picture or your ID. Okay, so with the ellipse you can style it. Okay, so let's do this. We'll go in for our ellipse. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll make a copy of this, but before then I don't need this one to be filled, so I'll take away the field, and then I'll use this one for stroke. So the stroke, what I need is I don't need this stroke line. I need a broken line like this, and then I'll increase the size. This one is too big for me. Let's set it to something like 5. Confirm that. Okay, so from here make another copy of this ellipse, then this time fill it. Okay, then take away the stroke, and then reduce the size. So Control C. Okay, then hold Control Alt, sorry, Shift and Alt key to reduce the size like this, but you want to maintain the aspect ratio, so this is cool. So from here what we are going to do now is, it looks like my battery is running out. Let me plug in 1 minute. So now what we are going to do here is that I'm going to make another copy. Okay, then I'll make another copy. I'll show you why I've made 2 copies. Okay, so let's hide the third one and then work on the second one. With the second one, what you need to do is, you see, okay, let's create another one, another copy. Okay, then we hide this one, this one is the third one, so we will hide this one. Okay, and then this one is the second one, although the name, in order not to confuse you, let me drag this one up here, and this one should be the second. So we have the copy 2, copy 3. Then let's unhide the copy 2 and hide the copy 3. So from here with the copy 2, it has the same color with copy 1. So we will change this color, double click on this, the color mode, and then let's change this one to picker. I need picker, not this. Okay, so from here I still need this color. Then I'll go in for the light parts like this. Okay, so we have this, so this and the other one is different, so this is different from copy 1. Okay, so what you do now is, with this one selected, okay, rasterize this one, then go in for the marquee tool, rectangular marquee tool. Let's take half of this away. Okay, so we can delete that one, then half is gone. Then go in again for the copy 3 and then show it. Okay, now change the color to white. Okay, change the stroke to white. Okay, then let's reduce the size. From here what you do now is just take this one to this line, then we have this, we get this inside. Let me zoom out and see what I've done. So this is what I have done for you. Okay, so let's zoom out like this. Okay, then what we are going to do now is we are going to place our picture in this one. Okay, we'll use this guy for this design. He's very young, graphic designer. I like him very well. Okay, So I'm going to place this young guy in here, and then I will right click on it and choose clipping mask. Okay, something like this. So what we are going to do again is that we need to sample the background to match this picture, or otherwise we will have to remove the background of the picture. So I will change the ellipse background rather. So I'll click on this and then change the color for that one. So I have to sample this color. Good. So it's totally white. Now we have this ID card. So from here we need to add its details. Okay. So the details and then his position. So you call this guy. So I can group this one. Okay, I want to make everything simple for you to understand. So I will select this one and then I'll select the first ellipse. Then I will group them and I will call this image with shapes with shape. Okay, or image in ellipse or image in circle. Image in circle is good. Okay, and then we can have our tagline, the logo, and everything to be business brand. Okay, so hold the shift and select that one, group that one, and call it business brand. Okay, then hold shift again and select the rectangle, and then group this one again, and we will call it um side shape. Okay, any way you say it, so like that. So we are going to add its name. Okay, so the name here, I will not, I'll place it up. So I'll go in for the test and then I will type his name here. Okay, so the name is um Felix Bliss. Okay, then I'll change this one from regular to black, and then increase the size. So this is our first episode on ID card creation. Okay, then what I'm going to do now is I need to add this position. Okay, so I'll make a copy of this and call this chief graphic designer. Then I'll reduce the size of this text to maybe 6. Okay, let's change the color to green. So we have this. Now from here, let's change the black to regular. Nice. We are almost done with the first part, but we are not done. Then what we are going to do now is we need to add a barcode. Okay, most of the business have barcode on the ID card, so that there is a barcode on this ID card. So I'm going to place the barcode in here. So you can get a barcode in the description as well. Okay, so let me group this one. Okay, so hold the shift and then select the two, Control J, and let's call this detail. Okay, then what we are going to do again is we need to work on the barcode. So with the barcode, I don't need this retaliator, so I'm going to take away this retaliator's number there and then select the whole of this one. Okay, then what we are going to do is rasterize this and then Control J, delete the first one, then let us transform this one. Okay, so you will transform this, Control T to transform. Sorry, select the barcode, then Control T. So we have it here like this. Then you have this. Okay, then we need to maybe add some kind of element of design to it. Okay, so I'll create maybe a rectangle, okay, around this barcode. But if you're working on a business ID card, make sure you get the right barcode, please. Don't go and download any barcode for it. Make sure you get the right barcode. You can generate them on our website, okay, for them. You don't have to do this. Try and look on how to generate barcode online, okay? You can generate it there. Don't go and create anything. But for the purpose of this tutorial, that's why I'm using this barcode, okay? So we have something like this. How do you see it? It's quite nice, okay? So I'll just place the ID number here. So ID number. Okay. Then I'll place in 8-digit ID number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then from here, what I'm going to do now is change the color to green. Okay. So we have something like this. Okay. So this is the ID card number. Then we can maybe add the websites for the business. So Control J. Then I will write the website name here. Then I will change the color to our dark blue. Then I will write www dot uh, blaze graphics blazegraphics.com www.blazegraphics.com. I like the lowercase for websites, okay? And then I will change this one to bold. Okay, so as usual, let's group the barcode. So select the ID number and then the two, hold the shift key, group it, okay? And call this ID or barcode details. Barcode details. Okay, we can maintain our website like that without grouping it. So what I'm going to do again is I'll maybe add some text to it, but if you think it's okay, then you can leave it like that. So we are done with the first section. Now let's go to the back page. Now with the back page, okay, it is quite similar to the front page, but the difference is that with the back page, let me create another layer here. What we are going to do is that we are going to bring in some of the front page. That's why I grouped them. So I'll go there again, okay, and then I'll bring in some of the details there, okay. So I'll go in for the front page. I will need this side shape again here, so I'll make a copy of this. Then I will drag this whole one to our back page. So this is our back page. You see, I get that one. And then I will need the business brand as well. I'll make a copy of that. Then I will drag this one whole thing here. Okay, let's delete this layer that we created. Then I will need the website as well. Okay, so I'll copy this website as well. Control Z. Let's duplicate this and then bring that one here as well. Sorry, don't place it inside that. It's a separate uh work. So I'll bring that one there as well. Then what I'm going to do now is I will need the name again. Okay, so the details of the person. Okay, so Control C for that, or Control J for copy. Then I'll bring that one to there. But this time around, I'm going to rotate this one, bring it here. Okay, it should be on this one. Let's see, we get it correct. Write this one up like this. Okay, so with this one there, what we are going to do now is let's place it here. Okay, then change the name. You see the color is not matching with the blue background, so change that one to white. Okay, something like this. Okay, so from here what we are going to do is we are going to add some kind of terms and conditions here. Okay, so we are done copying that one, so let's work on the rest of the details. So I'll create this rectangle shape again. Okay, I'm going to create this rectangle shape here for our terms and conditions. So I'll go here and then change this one and then change the stroke to 5. Okay, something like this. Okay, so we have this one set. Now what we're going to do now is we need to take away some portion of this shape. Okay, if you like you can rasterize it. If you don't, if you want to maybe do changes later on, let's create a mask for that shape, and then you go in for the rectangular marquee tool and select this portion that we want to delete. With our color set to white, press backspace to delete it like this. Then we are going to place in text here. It looks like this text can fit there, so let's make a copy of that one and then drag it because we are going to group it as well. Let's drag it to that particular shape. Okay, and then bring it down. That's the copy that we made, and call this one terms and conditions. So something like this. Now as you can see, this there are a lot of space here, so that's why I said we needed to create a mask so that in the future we can recover our shape. Okay, so let's go back again and then retrieve that portion there. Then set the color to black. Press X for that exchange. You see the color is set to black. When I press X again, white, X again, black. Then backspace. Get that. Do same for this side. Backspace. Make sure that that mask is selected, not this one. The mask is selected. Okay. Then we select this one. So terms and conditions in here. Now from here, let's create going for this triangular shape to bullet our work. So we have 3 terms of conditions. So we have this terms and condition, Control J, Control T, then rotate it clockwise like this. Okay. So from here, let me see what the shape is. Okay. So from here, what we are going to do now is we need to add some kind of information here. So that one should be a paragraph. Okay. So I'll go in for the text again, then create a paragraph text. Maybe 3 lines paragraph is cool. So this is our first terms and condition. Then what we are going to do is make a copy of that one. So you don't need to go in for shape again and the text again, because the shape, if you go in for another one, maybe you cannot get correct size. So make a copy. So I will select these two, then I will make a copy of that. So Control J, then I will drag this one down like this. So we have our 3 terms. Make another copy again, then drag that one down. Particular shape that we created, and then reduce the size small. Okay, so this is our terms and conditions. At this point, I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have any question, drop it in the description. This is first episode of ID card design. If you are new here, please do well and subscribe to this channel. Okay, if that one, you are free to go. So what we are doing now is let's group the terms and conditions. So I've grouped that one. Then I can name it as C and C. That is terms and conditions. So what we need to do is I don't like going in for test. So let me make a copy of this one. So Control J. Then I'll bring this one up here. Okay. Then I'll add the contact number. So the contact will come. Then the contact is I made a mistake with the contact. Actually, this is the professional way of writing it. 3 will come here. Then the 4 will come here. So from here, I will add date the person joined the campaign. So Control J. I'm a master of Control J. I like Control J. Control J is very important in Photoshop. So joined dates. So date joined. Then make another copy and call this one expiry dates. Okay. So expiry dates. Expiry date. So the expiry dates, you can change this one to 2026. Okay. Expiry dates. Now we can add the location. So make a copy again. So we can add the location 0. Okay. So let's change this one to green and change this one to green. Group that one and call it details 2. How you can create ID card in Photoshop. Okay. So let's check the main work. So this is how it is done. So this is the front, this is the back page of our ID card, and then or the back section of our ID card, or the back page, or whatever you call it, back page. Okay, and then this one is the front page, and then back page. You see, so we need to hide another one, so we can hide the back one, and we see the front one. Can show the back one and then hide the front one. Then we get it. So this is the simple way, and you can see that my layers are very clean. They are very clean. Okay, and you have a lot of information, but they are very clean. So this is the basics of ID card creation in our first episode of ID card. Please, I hope you have enjoyed these tutorials. Let me hear from you. Going forward, you'll create more ID cards, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Thank you for joining me. My name is Felix Bliss. Bye bye.